This is part one of the gestational nutrition series to go along with our boxer breeding series. This is Minnie Mouse. This is the one that we talked about before, and she's waiting very patiently for her dinner. She is ready to eat. So since we're talking about food, it seemed like a good time to have this, initiate this video. Minnie Mouse is less than 6 weeks pregnant, so she's still on her regular diet, but we'll talk a little bit about her diet. Let's go ahead and feed these girls. This is Gracie. This is Minnie Mouse's mother, and she's waiting patiently for her food. There she is. So let's give her some food, and she gets to eat. And this is the queen, Molly. So let's feed our Minnie Mouse first. She looks like she's hungry. So we'll feed our Minnie Mouse. She's hungry. And then Miss Molly here. Miss Molly, the old basset. She gets her food. So let's talk a little bit about Minnie Mouse's food. Listen, I'm not here to sell any particular brand of dog food. I'm going to tell you what we use. You use what you use when you buy it, according to your want and need. But this is what our girls normally eat. This is Victor's dog food. They're located in Lone Star, Texas. We also live in Texas. A long time ago, I made a phone call to them, talked to their canine nutritionist, and we had a long conversation about what was in their foods. And so we very much like Victor's. It's not available in chain stores. We buy it through a feed store in our area. And this is what they're normally on, multi-pro maintenance for normally active adult dogs. This is what Minnie's been on since she returned from the breeder. She gets a cup and a quarter every meal, and then we add, for the flavor of it all, a little bit of pedigree chunks, which we buy at Sam's. Now, as her diet begins to transition, like I said, up till 6 weeks, she is on the exact same diet she's been on pretty much every other day the rest of her adult life. But what we're fixing to transition her to is Victor's High Pro Plus formula for active dogs and puppies. So the first transition we make is, one, we transition to a higher calorie, higher nutrition dog food, and then we also transition to higher volume. You can see right here, she's now done, and it didn't take her but a second. You can also see that she's hormonally, her body's shifting, and you can see that she's preparing for lactation. Or we call them ninnies, are quite swollen and descended, and just part of the normal transition, hormonal transition for a gestational mama. Minnie Mouse is a sweetheart of a girl, and we just love her to death. Minnie Mouse. So, what we'll do starting into this week is we will then switch her from the adult formula to the puppy formula, and we'll also increase her from a cup and a quarter of dry food to 2 cups of dry food. So she'll be on 2 cups of dry food for probably a week and a half. That'll leave her with about another week and a half to go. She's trying to eat the bowl now. Minnie Mouse, you're done, baby. It's empty. I know, don't look sad at Daddy. And so whenever she's about 10 days out, we'll actually switch then, or we'll change her diet again. And we'll continue throughout her gestation and throughout her lactation. We'll continue with this dog food as the base, but about 10 days out, we'll add a homemade dog food. And that homemade dog food is made out of rice and meat product, peas and carrots. We cook it in the crock pot, about 16, 18 cups at a time. And then we'll add that to this food just to supplement her intake of carbohydrates. So for now, she's on a cup and a quarter plus a few chunks of moist food, and that's her standard diet, and that's the diet she's on. You can see she's not thin by any stretch. She's got plenty of cover She's not about to starve, but as the babies develop in the latter stages, the last trimester, they really do start taxing her system, and we really do need to get her calorie intake up so that she can raise those little babies as best her body will allow. So she goes up in a couple of days to 2 cups puppy twice a day, and then about 10 days out she'll go up to puppy plus rice, meat, peas, and carrots. And in part 2 of the gestational nutrition series, I'll show you that food, how we cook that food, give you the recipe, and if you want to cook it. It is good for a lot of things. If you have a particularly thin dog, it's good for them. Rice, very high in starch, converts to sugars really well, and it's also high in protein because of the meat product that's in it. And you can see her very active mama there, chilling out on the floor. Mama and daughter. Anyway, we'll get back with you with a part 2 of the gestational nutrition series when we get to feeding her her puppy food plus her homemade dog food.